brand new purple light, friends. Brand new purple light, friends. Facts. Brand new purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road, you better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I opened my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah, we gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts, we in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts, peace, love and light, peace, love. To the family, peace, love, and light. To the family, peace, love, and light. To the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you and it's going to provoke you and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Saturday Night Live. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pillar. Let me know how we sounding on the audio. I'm not using my headphones. Let me know how we sounding on the audio, and we'll proceed and whatnot. You feel me? We will proceed. All right. Let's see. First off, shout out to the Facebook, shout out to the Twitch, and shout out to the YouTube familiar. All right, we sound good. Okay, that's a plus. That's a plus. All right, y'all. Welcome, welcome. A very, very long night tonight. We're doing this show first, and then at 9:30 or 9 o'clock, I believe we will be on Black Magic 363. Shout out to Radiohead Rich with an announcement. You feel me? So I definitely want the KT aliens to pull up to Black Magic 363 after we do this broadcast and be in the building. You know, I don't want y'all to spam the chat, but definitely pull up and show some love and whatnot. We have a major event coming up in Atlanta, February the 8th. And that's gonna be lit, you know what I mean? And it's for the culture, you feel me? It's for the culture. There's a lot of shit going on right now in the culture, and we're gonna be talking about that tonight. What time? Somebody asked what time? What you mean? What 9 o'clock Eastern tonight over there. So we're gonna get this show out of the way. Because I was going to do it on a late night, but I don't like those late night shows. I'll be off the shit. It's 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do that. I can't do shit like you know what I mean? Like, I'm scaling back all of these super late night shows for more of a, because it's dark outside where I'm at. It's 6 something. The shit is nighttime outside. So, you know, we're going to begin to shift it a little bit more like that. And I just feel that's a little ingenuous. I did a 5-hour show the other day. You feel me? And it was beautiful. The energy, it felt like it didn't feel like 5 hours, but the shit was 5 hours. So I don't know about all of that. You know what I mean? I'm not Castanet or one of these streamers and whatnot. I don't want to sit in front of blue light. I don't want to sit in front of it because I'd be sitting in front of the screen for hours on hours doing research, and then to be on YouTube for 5 hours, my nigga, that's not the life that I want to live. You feel me? Let the teenagers and shit do that. I saw a meme the other day. Let me pull it up. I saw a meme the other day and it was hilarious, but it's identifying, you know, how we can identify ourselves and whatnot. So there I had to text my son and be like, yo, what the hell? But let me show you something. Let me show you what I saw. Where is this thing at? Give me 1 minute. You know, I used to think that I was Unc, but apparently, according to this meme and whatnot, I'm no longer Unc. I gotta identify myself as something else. I thought I was Unc in these streets, but according to the ratings and whatnot, last year was my last year being an Unc. So look at this. This is the new requirements in social media about the ages, so y'all could get it straight. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of my aunties out there. I fucked around and called the sister Miss Brown, Miss Rhonda Brown, an elder. She was kind of pissed off about it. I apologize. I should have called her auntie. You know what I mean? None of you niggas call me elder, okay? I'm not going for that. I might pop off on you. But if you're 13 to 24, you are officially a YN. If you 25 to 35, you big bro. You know what I'm talking about? Are you big bro? What up, big? You know what I mean? Yo, big bro, can I get $1? If you 36 to 48, then you Unc. And then 49 to 60, we got like 8 names. You an old head, you pops. In Atlanta, they be like, hey, what up, school? You got a cigarette? You fucking school and whatnot. So allegedly, I'm fucking school. You know what I mean? Red Pill, aka Pops. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm Papa Pill. You know, you had Mama Pill. I'm Papa Pill. You know what I'm saying? So I'm Papa Pill. So I gotta, you know what I mean? I thought I was Unc. I told my son I'm Unc 4L. I'm Unc for life. You know what I mean? But he was like, nah, you Pops. I was like, damn. I thought, and then he said, you GP. That's Grandpa. I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? My fuck. Like, I'm school. You know what I'm saying? So as a Papa Pill can't be on the internet for 5 hours. You feel me? Papa Pill, I gotta take my Geritol. You know what I mean? I got the heated blanket. I got the little heating pad on the. I gotta lay down on the heating pad to make sure my muscles is in alignment. You feel me? I'm Pop. Let me pull that up again so we know how to address each other. I'm Pop. I'm old head. I don't like old head. I'm a Dodge old head. I got gray hairs, but not that. I'm a silver fox, but I'm not an old head. I could go with Pops. I could go with school. Yeah, I'm Papa Pill. And if you niggas want a cigarette, I'm school. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I'll be able to tell you, nah, young blood, nah, YN, I don't have that for you right now. That's the new destination for me. Yeah, I'm a paw. I just want to be Unc for life. You know what I'm saying? I say Unc for L. I'm just Unc for L. You know? Some people they call me Big Bro. I graduated from Big Bro, shorty. I'm school, my nigga. I'm Schooly Red. Yeah. My new rap name. I can't even be Red Pillow on the mic no more. I'm Schooly Red, nigga. Schooly Red. Schooly Red. Do my mumble rap. You know what I'm saying? So shit done changed. And I wasn't even aware of it until I ran into this meme. And I was like, no wonder. No wonder I'm feeling like this. No one I'm having aches and pains in my shoulders and whatnot. A nigga is school. You know what I'm saying? When I cross the 49, I'm school now. So, hey, what can I say? You know, what can I say? I could say this, and I'm not being arrogant. I seen some of you 30-year-olds, and I'm just saying, I was in the gym with a few of y'all the other day. You know, I was in the gym with a few of y'all. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck happened? Like, what? We in 2025, so people that's 25 years old, they was born in the year 2000. So niggas is 30, was born in 95. Like, fam, what happened? I mean, I didn't even. What the fuck? What happened? What accelerate? What sped up your life? You know what I'm saying? Because y'all looking very I don't know. It's just looking like y'all went through 3 tours in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? Was y'all the ones that went overseas? Like, did I miss something? You feel me? Like, was there a war going on that I wasn't made aware of? Like, what the fuck happened? It's the lean. Yeah, it's the lean, the pregnant belly. God damn. Them perkies is taking away the youth. The fuck? The youth. They be looking withered, right? God damn. And the shorties too. I be looking at the dating shows and they be like, yeah, I'm 30 years old. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought this was a uncle and an auntie show. How are you 30, man? The fuck? Yeah, the milk is spoiled on that side. The milk is spoiled on that side. But shout out to all of my people with that good skincare. You know what I'm saying? This holding on. You feel me? With the elastic melanin. Because I'm not even trying to stunt. I don't want to make fun of nobody. You know what I'm saying? But God damn it. You know, I am not my father's 49. That's all I know. I am not when my father was 49, he was looking like at my dad's 49, that nigga was looking like what's my dude that played Jesus? He was looking like him at 49. Listening to jazz, he's got a fucking rocking chair. You know what I'm saying? He was like, this is a different 49. You know what I'm saying? This is a different. He's looking like Morgan Freeman. Shout out to my dad. My dad is in his 70s right now. You know what I'm saying? He still looked the same in his 70s than he did when he was in his 40s. How about that? You know, shit is real. So we just aging a little bit differently. I was looking at I had went down a rabbit hole last night. I went down a Dipset rabbit hole. I was looking at the dip. I don't know what brought me there, but I literally went down a fucking Dipset rabbit hole. The shit was I went back like 15 years on these niggas. And I'm like, yo, Cameron, they all my age. Jim Jones and Cameron, we literally maybe like a year or a year apart. I think Cameron born in 76, but you feel me? Like Cameron don't look bad for his age. And he got his teeth fixed. The nigga don't look bad for his age, bro. I don't know. Jimmy looks, you know, he don't look bad for his age either. He, you know what I mean? He in a gym, he fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't look too bad. I don't know about the rest of Dipset. Jules Santana is shot. What the fuck happened to my guy? He looks shot. Shottington. Huh. He shot up. That's that lean. That's that lean. For my brothers going to the gas station to get them penis pills, you better slow down, brother. You know what I'm saying? You better pump your brakes. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all wanna be cool with the double cup. You better have a double cup of some sea moss, my nigga. You niggas is aging badly. You know what I mean? That lean did it, right? I was sue. Yo, you know, since they putting out lawsuits, we need to sue Screwed Up Records, the Screwed Up Click, everybody that had a double cup. I put a lawsuit on their ass. We in the age of lawsuits. I'm with all of the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm using AI to sue niggas. I don't even need a Jewish lawyer. I'm using ChatGPT to sue niggas. I'm ready to put lawsuits on all of these cats because the lean has cooked some young men into looking very elderly. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know, him and Lil Wayne. Look at Lil Wayne. You niggas don't want to, y'all don't want to sue nobody after looking at a Lil Wayne video. I do. You know, look at what happened to Weezy. You know what I'm saying? Weezy looking like Weezy from he looking like Weezy from the Jeffersons. You know what I mean? You know what we said. Weezy's locks look like flounder, deep fried flounder. You know what I'm saying? What would Weezy look like with waves and whatnot? Because I'm ready to cut my shit off and try again. You know, I'm ready to cut my shit off and try again. He should just cut his shit off and try again. You know what I'm talking about? Put some bandana oil in that bitch and let it grow back. Because that's not it, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. I have a feeling that we're gonna see him at the Trump inauguration. I just have a feeling Snoop Dogg popped out, Rick Ross popped out. Y'all niggas about to see all of your BET Uncut heroes popping out for Donald Trump on Monday. Mark my word. You know what I mean? They not making no announcements like that either. All of the 90s superstars, you see Nelly is outside. All of the BET Uncut niggas, you feel me? They showing up for Ronald McDonald. You know what I mean? You know, we're not going to take anything serious. We're not taking nobody serious no more. We're not taking none of these niggas serious no more. Remember, and we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about it tonight, about this rap shit, this hip hop shit, this defunct ass culture. And why it needs to be fucking reset. It needs to be canceled like TikTok, you know? It needs to be canceled. Yeah, Nelly is a vampire. You feel me? Nelly is a vampire. He hasn't aged. You dig? Kodak has aged 30 years. His milk has spoiled. What happened, Kodak? He was a young man. Last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of, you know what I mean? Skin was kind of shining, you know what I'm saying? That and that's not lean. Whatever's beating him up, that's not the lean. I don't see him with cups no more. What happened? Young Kodak? ZMF nigga? What's going on? My nigga, he put on like 30 years. The fuck? It's crazy in these streets, man. It is crazy in these streets. Shout out to all of y'all vegan niggas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody with the lifestyle changes and whatnot. Shout out to everybody in the gym. You feel me? Shout out to all of y'all. No, if nobody ever said it, you know what I mean? Y'all are to be applauded. Because I see people reversing their age. I be seeing the 10 years ago pictures on Facebook when I decide to go on my old head shit and I go on Facebook. People be looking like, damn, I see you 10 years ago. How you look younger now than you was in 10 years ago? What the fuck? What? And then I find out, you know, they study yoni steam. You feel me? They start working out. You know what I mean? A little bit of elderberry here and there type shit. So yeah, shout out to all of y'all. You know what I mean? Because y'all, people don't give y'all enough flowers. There's so many jokes on Black Twitter about people just trying to do good in life. You know what I'm saying? People just trying to do good in life. Y'all are like the butt of everyone's jokes, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? They're projecting. You know, they're projecting. And the Ozempic don't help. Look at Ice Spice. Ice Spice is looking like ice rice, nigga. Like the fuck? The ice is melted. The ice is melted. When she was eating her oats, she was looking scrumptious and young. You feel me? It's like weight loss is not good on everybody. The fuck? The Ozempic Olympics is crazy. Like that shit, it put mad age on her. Yeah, she looked like she on ice, right? God damn it. The fuck? Yeah, he hit a glitch for the Twitch. Young Kodak was popping them perkies on the Twitch. You know what I mean? Yeah, she looks, yeah, the spice is looking, man. Yeah, they got a new chick out there. We call her Twice Ice or Twice Spice. She got a clone. I just seen her on the gram the other day. She got a clone. I seen her on the gram today. Yeah, she got a clone, Twice Spice. Y'all are gonna see her. I don't even want to promote her right now. You will see her very soon and shit like that. But yeah, man, we got some things to talk about, man. There's a lot of shit going on to Saturday Night Live. We're gonna keep this shit hip-hop tonight. If y'all don't mind, you know, don't judge me and whatnot. I don't want to go super duper serious with it, you know what I mean? But the hip-hop conversation, this shit is serious. There's a lot of serious things. So the angle for tonight will be hip-hop related. For anybody that's in the audience and whatnot. Conversation that we will be embarking upon, I'm going to have a hip-hop angle, you know. We just gotta, you know what I mean, it's just one of those type of things where we have to look at the world through the lens of this hip-hop shit, right? So let me see. There's a story that's kind of heart-wrenching, and it's about a young man who lost his life in Philadelphia. Now, if anybody remembers, we've been following this whole thing about drill rap in Philadelphia. We've been reporting on the war in Philly, right? Shout out to all of my Philadelphians and whatnot. There's an article that I put up, right? Well, this is not Higher Infinite Healing Our People right now. This is the other acronym. This is Hip Hop Inc., or what Black Dot likes to call shit hop. That we're gonna have to audit the culture tonight because, you know, we can't let up off of it. We cannot let up off of the dysfunctional, this dysfunctional culture that has so many of our people in a spell, caught up in a spell. It's so many stories. This might even be the Audacity Awards Part 2 tonight. You know what I mean? There's some audaciousness taking place. The audacity of Aubrey Graham, you know what I mean? The audacity of Snoop Doggy Dogg and fucking Rick Ross. It's just the Audacity Awards tonight. But I have reported that the Philadelphia drill scene, they took a big blow last year with the murder of one of their more famous rappers or drill. When I say rappers, I'm using it very you know, I got to be careful because a lot of the drill rappers, they're not even considered rappers in a sense. I don't want to call them rappers and then certain other people from Philadelphia, like the Roots, you feel me? Those would be rappers. You know what I'm saying? Those are MCs and whatnot. And the drillers are just drillers. They're killers who make words rhyme, right? So there's a tragic story coming out of Philadelphia about a young man who is was a basketball star, right? I'm talking about this man scored the highest on the SATs, this young man who lost his life, right? He scored the highest on the SATs in his whole class, or his whole, you know what I mean? His whole class, right? And he decided that he wanted to live a double life, right? He had 2 Instagram pages, one for his highlights in basketball. I'm talking about this kid was one of the nicest in the state. And then he had another Instagram profile for his alter ego, which happened to be a drill rapper. And the sad part about the story is he put a video out, his first video, right? It wasn't like he had a lot of motion with the drill shit. He was running with the wrong crowd, right? He was trying to be down. And I speak on the dangers of dumbing yourself down, right? And because I'm, let me see, hold on. What's my new title? Because I'm Pops. Well, Pops, yeah. Because I'm old head, pops, and because I'm school, right? I'm school. I'm what do they call? What did I say? School. I'm old school, or I'm red school, or what is that? Whatever it is, that's who I am. So I have to come with some counseling, right? I can't try to be down with the YNs. I can't try to mimic the things that young people are doing right now. I got to come with some wisdom and whatnot from a perspective of school, right? So I've said to my audience, and I've say to people when the cameras are not even on, my nigga, one of the illest things that I did that wasted a lot of my time, and it is somewhat Schoolie Red. Let me write that down. That's my new shit. Schoolie Red. That shit got a kick to it too. Schoolie Red, my nigga. Instead of Sexy Red, I could be Schoolie Red. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you can't make fun of yourself, you should be on the internet, my nigga. But dumbing myself down, right? For these dumbass niggas, okay? I wasted a good decade on my life. I was texting my father the other day, low key, like just talking to him. And I'm like, yo, dad, man, I feel like I wasted a whole decade out of my life, bro. And that shit still is bothering me. Like I literally threw my life away trying to be down, bro. You feel me? Like I wasn't abandoned and shit like that. Like I didn't have reasons to be a fucking knucklehead, bro. You know what I mean? I did not have too many reasons. I try to justify being at-risk youth and whatnot, but I really didn't have to be that. I was just trying to be down. You know what I mean? And I'm man enough to say it as I heal from a lot of the shit that I went through in my childhood and whatnot. I'm man enough to admit that, bro, that I didn't get my shit together until very late in life, bro. And when I was living my life on the edge and whatnot, and when I was flirting with death and whatnot, taking penitentiary chances and just being I was a bum. I was a vagabond. That's how I was moving. When I look back at it, it's nothing to be proud of. I can't pop my collar, and I really can't necessarily, I don't accept the awards that the hood try to place on us. I'm not trying to accept that shit. It's nothing to be proud of. You feel me? Yeah, I did some legendary shit, in my lower self and in my alter ego. I did that, but I was under threat and duress. And I tried my best to be a living testament to help the youth who are going through the horrors, right, of peer pressure and the horrors of this motherfucking culture that you wouldn't even know that you being led astray because everybody is applauding the fool. The Pied Piper is playing with the flute. The Pied Piper is leading your ass off the cliff, and you got baddies with fatties and whatnot clapping it up. Go ahead, boo. Oh, come and get this. You know what I'm saying? You got shorties. You know what I mean? They flashing you. You know what I mean? They got people throwing candy at you and whatnot. Motherfuckers passing water in thug passion as you go off the fucking cliff. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go off of the cliff, there's nobody there to catch you. Okay? There's nobody there to catch. I've been abandoned on many, many nights. I've been abandoned many, many times when I was in need, doing that dumb shit. People turn their backs on me, bro. I lost everything many times. You know how many storages I lost, my nigga? You know how many artifacts I done lost in storage and stupid shit like that because I was locked up. You know how many friends I had to bury, bro? You know how many day ones, are on my altar right now that I just be talking to, lighting candles and talking to these niggas while I put fruits on a plate. So I don't know what it was all worth. I could have just been a straight square and whatnot. And, I just could have been a square, you know what I'm saying? And just been living my life, you know, in a fucking 8-room mansion somewhere, you know, working for fucking Microsoft. You know? I didn't have to go through the things that I went through because, you know, it gave me experiences, but if my experiences can't teach anybody anything, then it was all for naught. You feel me? And if I fail my children that I gave that are my progeny, you know, what was it worth? You said, but you had fun. Look, it's niggas this squares that's going to DR right now having fun. The passport bros is having fun. These niggas didn't spend one day outside. I could have been on a trip with them, you know what I'm saying? Instead of 10 years probation and shit like that. But we think that people are applauding us, but they're literally laughing at us when we're blind and whatnot. We think that people are really our friends when they secretly hate us and they really want to see us crash out. We think that people love us, but they kind of fear us, and fear turns into hate. You know what I'm saying? Fear turns into hate, you know? So it's like, you know, what is it worth? You know what I'm saying? It's all the illusion. And for the square dudes in the audience getting in their feelings, because I'm saying that I could have been a square, you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lived this life and we went through what we went through, so y'all don't have to go through it. You feel me? We were the examples, so y'all don't have to follow in our footsteps. But like I said a minute ago, when we think that people are applauding us, they're really just laughing at the dumb shit that we're doing. You know, they're really just laughing at you being a motherfucking fool, bro. Because it ain't how you start the race, it's how you finish it, right? And when I look at it, I don't know too many people that has finished this quote unquote race that we all started. I don't see too many people at the finish line with the W, with the victory. You know what I mean? Too much suffering has taken place. Too much suffering has taken place. You know, so what is it worth? You know what I'm talking about? And I say all of that to say that this young man in Philadelphia is one of the latest victims of, you know, people trying so hard to be down with the frequency and with the quote unquote group of people that they're not of, right? When you try to fit a circle into a square, or when you try to fit a square into a circle, it's never gonna work. When you niggas try to hop off the porch and try to be something that you're not, you are always gonna be one of the first victims because you wasn't even built for that life. You were not designed for that life. This is not your role. You're not the main character of that quote unquote movie and whatnot. You're trying to take the place of somebody, right? And that's not even your role. You're not the character for that. You know what I mean? That's why back in the days when we was growing up, when we had real OGs and whatnot, we would come on the block and shit like that when the street lights was on, and they would be like, take your ass home. You'd be like, what you mean? And they be like, take your ass home. You don't belong out here. And then you be thinking that they hating on you, like you about to miss something, right? But then once you on your way home and you in the crib, you start hearing the gunshots going off, or you hear the police sirens and whatnot. You feel me? Or you hear mothers screaming and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Because they would be the OGs, the real OGs back in the days. They would be able to see out of the pack of the young niggas. They would be able to tell who's for that life and who's not for that life. And they would be like, nah, y'all not built for this shit. Y'all can hang out and shit, but y'all can't be with us. You can't You can't ride with us. You can't be a part of this type shit. You know what I mean? Go to school, get out of here. You know what I mean? That's what they used to do. They don't do that no more. After the crack era, when it became advantageous to put packages in the hands of young niggas because the young niggas would not get charged as adults, that started that trend. And then when the crime bill got passed in 94 from Biden and whatnot, and they were more lenient on the adolescents, and you could only get sent to Spofford, they were like, you know what? We're gonna use these young dudes for crash outs. Here, hold the gun. Here, hold the crack. Here, hold the dope. Here, hold the murder weapon. Here, hold the knife. Here, hold all of the stuff because you became a holster. Right? So you was just being used and whatnot. Nobody really needed you to be there. So, and then of course, when the gang when this whole shit with the gang culture from LA spilled over into other states like New York and things of that nature, the OGs are just turned into flunkies. You understand? They didn't have what they call integrity anymore. They didn't have any character anymore. Everybody was an op. Everybody was to be used. Everybody was a quote unquote potential tool and whatnot. So the care that they would show the young kids, they didn't see it as care anymore, because in gang culture, a 40-year-old dude will kill a 13-year-old like this. It wasn't like that before. Y'all might not know that, but that wasn't the culture when I was growing up. Grown men would not put hands on young kids. Okay? Grown men would not put their hands on the youth like that. Now, New York had gangs. We didn't have the Bloods and the Crips. We had Black Spades, Jolly Stompers. You know, we had gangs. You see that in the movie Warriors and whatnot, right? But we didn't have the gangs that you see in LA. It was a little bit different. So during the late 90s, early 2000s and whatnot, that's when that shit invaded and things of that nature. And the integrity of what we knew as street culture, it shifted and changed dramatically. Okay. It started in the jails. It started on Rikers Island with a brother named OG Mac and whatnot. And it actually started as a protectorate, right? The gang culture in New York started as a protectorate because what were they defending themselves against? The niggas that Fat Joe and them used to roll around with, the Nietas and the Latin Kings and stuff like that. All right. They had something called a Crusades on Rikers Island where the Latin gangs who identified as Christians, right? They were Christians. They were more so like Christians. They had the big Jesus, the Mary tattoos on their body. They was all Christians and shit like that. And you know, they came together, they formed Voltron, and you know, they was defending themselves, and they started to lean on black people in on Rikers Island. They started to, you feel me? They basically started to assault niggas and cut them and whatnot. So as a result of that, the Bloods, before the Crips, the Bloods was able to fester in the New York jail system, right? And that spilled over into the streets. And first that spilled over into the streets of New York in places like Harlem, in the Bronx, and in Brooklyn. And one of the people who helped to push that and perpetuate that culture was Jim Jones, right? By way of his blood affiliations with OG Mac and a few others and whatnot. And they began to jack the five and whatnot. And he got a lot of people hooked into gang culture in the streets. Remember, it was a jail thing, but it wasn't a street thing at first. People in the streets were kind of like, nah, I ain't fucking with no gangs. We ain't no gangbangers. We don't, nigga, that's that shit from Boys in the Hood and whatnot. We ain't into none of that. We don't do, that's not a New York thing, right? but they got it through the rappers, and then rappers like The Game, right? The Game came to New York and he was embraced. Remember, I went down the Dipset rabbit hole last night. So shit that I kind of forgot, I was reminded going down the rabbit hole, right? Yeah, definitely New Jersey went crazy with the shit. Definitely New Jersey went crazy. So first it was The Game. And remember, The Game fell out with 50 Cent. Remember when The Game and 50 Cent had beef? 50 Cent had put him on, and then he broke off and formed Black Wall Street and whatnot. And he was embraced by Jim Jones, who was a Blood. And remember, you never seen an East Coast Blood brought to the West Coast. Jomo was the first one that they brought to the West Coast when he had the crinkly curls and whatnot. And he was doing the motherfucking East Side, all of that East Side shit, right? You know my East Side, right side, that. Cameron wasn't with that shit. Nigga, Cameron was wearing pink, not red, right? Cameron was not going into Queen B. You want to get removed from the chat with all of the BS shit, bro? Like, relax. Damn. Cameron was not pushing that gang shit. Cameron was like, we our own gang. We Dipset. We gonna deal with New York, Harlem, like the old school way. You know what I'm saying? We gonna form a crew. But they brought that gang shit into our culture. Okay. And the gang shit it's a cancer. It's a derelict culture. You understand? It's a derelict culture. It's a cancer. It don't produce anything positive. I don't give a fuck about all of that. Oh, it's used to protect. No, nigga. It terrorizes communities. Okay? It terrorizes communities. You have elderly people living in terrorism. You have children living in terrorism. You have the community living in terrorism. So every time people are running around trying to hail up these fucking gangbangers, and they trying to hail up this gang shit, and they trying to celebrate gang members. Remember, gangsters and gangbangers are not the same people. I'm gonna repeat that. The words sound the same, but they're completely different. Gangsters and gangbangers are not the same. Okay, they're not the same. So before the gangbanging came, New York City got worn down by crack culture, right? Where everybody, this was an interesting era. This was a very interesting era because never before did you see the children, right, taking over the adults. Okay? Never before, right? There was always a quote unquote, there was always a chain of command in our city. But when crack came, the children were selling the drugs to the old people, right? The kids were serving the parents. That never really was like that before. There was a hierarchy, right? Children knew their place. Even if you was a young wild nigga, you still had to play a position because they'll take you out in the back and whack you and whatnot. You couldn't step out of line. Remember, there was a heavy mafia influence in New York all the way up until like the 80s and whatnot, even with our people. If you remember Bumpy Johnson, that whole Nicky Barnes shit, you know, all of that stuff, they were influenced by the mafia, and the mafia had codes and whatnot. You feel me? The mafia had codes that they had to abide by, right? And those codes rubbed off on the gangsters in the hood in those days and whatnot. So you literally had to play a position. They had things there was a boss, This was the hierarchy. There was a boss, there was a capo, there was a lieutenant, and then there were soldiers and whatnot. You understand? That shit, that hierarchy, that chain of command, that spilled over into the gang culture, into the posses, into the crews and whatnot. So there was a big dog, and then there was a little dog, right? And you've seen that repeat itself even with Dipset, right? You had Jim Jones, who was the capo, right? And then you had Cameron, who was the boss. In Mafia lingo, you have Paulie Castellano and John Gotti. John Gotti is Jim Jones. Paulie Castellano is Cameron. Chain of command, right? I put you on. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how live you are, John Gotti. I put you on, my nigga. So you have to abide by the rules. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you ain't with it. I'm the boss. So when Jim Jones started moving like he's the boss, he fucked up the whole hierarchy and he fucked up the whole chain of command. You understand? When Jim Jones came on stage with 50 Cent, he disrespected the hierarchy of the crew that he was in. Now, if Cameron got on the stage with 50 Cent, nobody would care because that's the boss. These are two bosses. Two bosses could come together and squash the beef. But the underboss cannot get on the stage without the boss with another boss and squash the beef. If the underboss got on stage with another boss, all you are is a fucking snake. You know, you see how that works? Do you see how that works? You can't jump ahead of command and do stuff because you feel like it. That's not how the rules work. I don't know if people understand how the game works. That's not how that shit goes. Okay? It don't work like that in corporate America. It don't work like that in the streets. It don't work like that anywhere. And it don't work like that in the jungle. Right? You have the lion who's the head of the pack. And imagine a motherfucking little lion coming through and making decisions for the rest of the pack without the say-so of the head lion. You're going to get mauled to death. So, yeah, Luca Brasi and all of them, they all underbosses. There's one boss in that situation. It was Cameron. Without Cameron, there's no Luca Brasi. I'll never hear about a motherfucking Jim Jones. I'll never hear about a Hell Rel. I'll never hear about a Jewels. I'll never hear about none of these niggas. Okay? You got to respect the hierarchy, right? Without Cameron getting signed in the 90s with Mace, right? Mace put him on and introduced him to Biggie, and he got signed with Undias, and he came in and he opened up the door for all of Harlem to get on and whatnot, or that whole fucking wave of stack bundles, all of them, it all Casa, all of that comes from Cameron getting put on that one time. They all grow from his flow chart, right? So there's just a respect that you got to give to the person who's the main character in that movie. He's the main character of that movie. I don't give a fuck what's going on with the, you know, whatever the infighting or whatever strife. Families go through shit. That's a given. The mafia, the families in the five families, they all had internal strife, right? People in real life, NBA teams, NFL teams, like everybody has shit that they go through. But you know what I mean? You got to resolve that. You have to resolve that. But you still have to respect hierarchy, and you have to respect the people that put you on. You feel me? Because if not, you are going to dismantle everything that you built up. My nigga Jim Jones, he doesn't have an island to stand on anymore. I don't give a fuck how poppin' you think he is. He destroyed his foundation. So he's literally standing on a floating island that's sinking and whatnot. Okay? He's literally standing on a floating island that's sinking. Okay? Because he was a snake way back then. Not now. He's just getting called out again for being a fucking snake. And I don't respect snakes. I can't co-sign. I can't get behind. And the sad story, in the overall sadness of the whole thing is that they raise a whole generation of young niggas. Let me look at the age. Let me see who they raised. Let me pull it up. They raised these niggas. They raised big bros and a lot of the unks, right? So the younger generation, because of who they were raised by, right? Rats, disloyal niggas, fuck boys. What did that make them? No disrespect to the younger generation, but we know that they got flaws in the younger generations, right? Because their heroes, the people that they look up to, the people who they call big bro and everything, them niggas got flaws. Versus some of the solid people who was on the scene back in the days, who had integrity and character, and they stood for something. So the people who were watching them as they were growing up, they had examples of how to carry themselves. They had examples of what to do and what not to do. Oh, you don't sell out for $1. You don't sell yourself out for a few shillings and whatnot. You don't touch your toes and whatnot, because it's not worth it. The money you can't buy character. You can't buy reputation. You can't buy integrity. So if you sell yourself out for that, there's nothing that you can stand on. This shit might be hard for certain people. Oh, Red is hating. Unc is hating, right? Because y'all just don't get it. You feel me? You don't get it because the programming is ingrained. The shit is in your tissues right now, because a lot of your heroes are zeros, right? Remember all of them DVDs that they was pushing in the hood with Alpo and all of these rats and all of these these niggas were scum, and they made them the heroes, but these were the zeros, and they convinced our generation to look up to these dudes, you know. So now you have this whole this plague of niggas backdooring each other. Nobody is solid, backbiting, everybody jealous. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's happy for the next man and whatnot. Yeah, all of them covers, Don Diva, all of them, a lot of them was drug dealers who sold drugs to their community. Every single one of these niggas was degenerates, because they were not revolutionaries. They were not, quote unquote, they were not moving nothing but some crack and some heroin. These were not no stand-up niggas. So they poison generations of us by feeding us bad food, bad examples. Feel me? Bad examples. Now, if you're in the jungle, you're going to identify with the lions and the tigers and the bears. So there's urban folklore. You can't escape that. I'm not going to get up here and try to play like, no, we look up to niggas that are in close proximity. So yeah, you're going to look up to the gangsters. You're going to learn from the gangsters. You're going to learn from, that's urban legend. That's the shit that everybody talks about. They're not talking about the niggas that's in the books. And they're not talking about the book smart niggas. They're not the urban legends. They're not talking about. They're talking about people that's putting in work, active, right? The hip, that's part of the hop. The niggas that are hopping, right? We know about the hip people, but we also know about the hoppers. You know what I'm saying? So when we was learning about the gangsters, we was also learning about Malcolm X. Let's not get it fucked up. We was also learning about Huey P. Newton. We was also learning about the Panthers, the Nation of Gods and Earths. Those were gangsters who had knowledge. They wasn't in the library, my nigga. They was outside knocking niggas out and getting busy. 52 hand skills. So my upbringing is a little bit different than the YouTube era people where your lecturer has to sit in a fucking yoga position. The people that we learned from, them niggas had scars on their face, okay? And they had broken knuckles and whatnot. They got busy and whatnot. You feel me? And after getting busy, they would be like, let me drop some science of the day on your ass. You feel me? But they was out there, they was taking penitentiary chances, and they were very rough around the edges. They had razors in their mouth. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they was knocking police out. So we did not separate consciousness from the streets. It's called street knowledge for a reason. We did not separate consciousness from the street. And you did not have to be a fucking monk in order to teach us. I don't know when it changed and switched over to you had to be vegan and shit. You had to be a vegan scholar, you know? But that's not how we came up in New York City. We came up learning from a lot of roughness. People in Chicago, they came up learning from Jeff Ford and the El Rukins and whatnot. People in Detroit and whatnot, their teachers back in the days, them niggas was rough. They was rough and tough and whatnot. You feel me? They was outside. They have street wars and whatnot. They had blickies. They was on a run. The Black Gorilla family, they was breaking people out of jail and sending them to Cuba like Assad Shakur. That's all I'm saying. Tupac's moms and them, they was getting busy. They wasn't just book smart. They wasn't just out here reading newspapers. You feel me? So it was different. I use that as context to explain why when them DVDs was coming out, they were misleading us. The Feds magazine, the Don and Divas magazine, they were not putting the revolutionaries on the cover. They were not putting the gods in the earth on the cover. They were not putting people from the nation who got busy on the cover. They were not putting those people in a pedestal type of light and whatnot. It took the DVDs from 125th Street, House of Consciousness, Big Man, you know, UGR, you know what I'm saying? It took those movement, Black Dot in them with their productions and whatnot, Four Corners newspapers. It took people like that to begin pushing certain names and certain characters into the consciousness of the people on a global scale. Them niggas wasn't doing that. You feel me? Them niggas is busy pushing rapists, gangbangers, motherfucking degenerates, and vagabonds. You feel me? So thank God for our underground distribution centers, because they fucking saved the hood. Okay? They fucking saved the hood, and they saved the jails, and they saved the streets, and then they saved the internet. You feel me? Because think about it. In 2014, 2013, 2012, when you went on YouTube, it wasn't all of these goddamn baboons and knuckle draggers running around. We had no fucking TikTok. It wasn't people showing their ass cheeks and whatnot all over the internet. It was consciousness outside. It was debates. You feel me? It was those type of personalities that was flooding YouTube that was going viral and shit like that. So the latest story of tragedy on how our fucking people are failing one another is this shit right here. Check this out.
Your News at 5. Story breaking right now on Your News at 5. Heartbreak at a Philadelphia high school. I'm Yuki Washington.
And I'm Natasha Brown. Noah Scurry was just 17 years old. He was a star in the classroom and on the basketball court. Police say that he was shot several times on his way to school near Tacony Creek Park and Roosevelt Boulevard. And we have now learned this all happened right in front of his mother.
In front of his mother.
Dan Snyder is live at Samuel Fells High School in Summerdale as students are mourning the loss of their classmate right now, Dan.
Yeah, Natasha, as you said, Philadelphia police have identified that student killed this morning as 17-year-old Noah Scurry, a star student and basketball player here at Fells High. And just talking with folks around Fells today, really something that has sent shockwaves just through this school community. Police say this all started at around 7:15 this morning. That's where that shooting happened, just off of Rohrer Street. Police say Scurry was shot multiple times on his way to school. He later died at a hospital. School leaders say Scurry was known as a gifted basketball player and a very smart student. In a letter to families, Principal Melissa Rasford noted that he had the highest SAT score in the school. Students and staff tell us today's incident was felt by everybody in the building.
The basketball boys running in the lunchroom. The whole school seemed upset. I saw Mel crying. It was just tremendous.
The principal, coach, players, classmates, peers are distraught. This is unimaginable for them. You know, the student was getting in the car with his mom this morning in the back of his home, and he was shot and killed.
Now, all after-school activities have been canceled here at Fells tonight. Basketball games are going to be canceled through the rest of the week. Philadelphia police are still searching for Scurry's shooter. Natasha, back to you.
All right, such a tragic situation there. Thank you so much, Dan.
Hold on. Take a look at this.
This is how low this is how low the shit has gotten, bro. Like, I don't care how demonic these niggas that I was growing up was, right? Because it was some demonic niggas outside. They was on demon time when we was coming up. But you would get a pass in front of your parents, bro. You would get a pass in front of your folks. Nobody was running down on people with their children, and nobody was running down on people with their mamas, bro. They caught this young man, getting in the car with his mama. You feel me? In front of his mama, bro. You understand what I'm saying? There's a failure taking place on high levels. Okay? The personalities that are coming out of Philadelphia who have large platforms, they're platforming drill rappers. They're platforming street niggas. They're platforming killers. They're platforming shooters, right? And they're not talking about the violence in their city like that. They're not being adamant enough about the motherfucking violence in their city like that. They're not bringing awareness to the violence in their city like that. You know, the old heads in Chicago, right? The old heads in Chicago who had large platforms, right? Who had the world's attention. I don't think that they were vocal enough about what was going on. Every time I ask somebody from Chicago who's not from the Wild Hundreds and stuff like that, they be like, yeah, that's not my side of the town. That don't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, nigga, it's a global fucking epidemic right now. These little niggas that's not on your side of the town are influencing motherfuckers in the UK, niggas in Ireland, in Russia, in the Ghana. They influencing niggas in Philly, but because you live in Hyde Park, or because you live somewhere that's not over by where Lamron and all of these, this is not, you don't want to talk about it. But then a nigga like Kanye goes and does the I Don't Like remix, right? He does the I Don't Like remix, and he platforms Chief Keef to the whole fucking industry in the world, right? He does the remix, but by doing the remix, now you platform drill culture to the world, trying to be down. Once again, you a smart nigga, you a nerd, you a blurred, trying to be down with some shit that you don't have nothing to do. You would fare better talking against this shit, trying to be down with it, because what did you do but amplify it? That's all you did, you square ass nigga. You amplified it. And where the fuck is Common at? Like, All of these tree hugging niggas, when it comes time to talk about the violence in a city, they on radio silence. Like, why didn't where the fuck you common? You wearing burlap pants, my nigga. You wearing burlap pants, like you for the peace. Yeah, shout out to Chief Keef. He did rebrand himself. He's one of the few who was able to turn things around. But how many people followed the flute that Chief Keef was blowing back in those days as the Pied Piper and completely got lost? How much blood is on his hands? And I respect his rebranding and whatnot. He's a rare case that made it out. You know, he's a rare case that made it out. But I'm like, what's this thing called? Where's the unks at? There's a role for the unks, my G. There's a role for once you a unk, I don't care if you're chasing a bag. You're a unk. You're a unk. You suppose there's a role you supposed to youth for war, elders for counsel. There's a role that you have to play as an unk. You have to speak wisdom. I don't give a fuck what's going on around you. You're not supposed to be acting like you can't read. You know how these rappers be trying to, they be trying to, like I was watching Castanet and I had to turn it off because the nigga was reading the Drake lawsuit and he don't know how to read, right? And something inside of me was like, he knows how to read, but because he's trying to be down, he's acting like he don't know how to read, right? Once again, this culture is so fucking backwards and lethargic that these niggas think it's cool to act like you don't know how to read when you literally can read, right? The young man, he was a star student, SAT. When you listen to the drill rap, this nigga sounds like he can't read. The young man that just got killed that I'm talking about in Philadelphia. When you listen to the drill rap, he sound like he can't read, right? So I'm like, where y'all getting this dumb shit from? Why are y'all playing yourselves? What is it? Is it cool to act like you can't read, my nigga? Is that where we at with it, bro? Is that how bad this shit has gotten? Like, no, like, no, nigga, no. That's not it. Check this stupid shit out. I hope my channel don't get flagged for playing this shit, but I'm gonna just give you an example. Like, this is one of the reasons why we have to create a whole new music channel. That's what we're going to be announcing tonight. We coming together, joining forces, because we got to build a whole new music channel for a whole new audience. We got to find the next star. We have to vigorously attack this hip hop shit, because I'm not going to sit back and allow this shit to take place. So check this shit out right now. Look at what the youth is listening to. Let's do a reaction video.
So I can get big dog. I read shit like it's softball. 10 hoes lining them up, dog.
The fuck is he talking about?
To me, dog. You know, I shoot like a freak, dog. You know, I'm having like breeze off. You know, I'm having like 10 hoes. And I don't give a fuck about the back, dog. You know, I'm having these racks, dog. What's the town? Just spend that sex.
If I see the truth, them niggas gonna kill me. Fuck that. I can never let somebody else see me. Fuck that. How you find yourself back in the mix again? Let them leave, but let me back again. Don't forget the money ain't your only friend. Cook got mixed to the tryst again. 2025, I wanna live. BK3, bitch. and blow a kiss.
What?
Somebody shoot us at a daycare talking to stupid little kids. I remember when I was the same, snatching off in a brand new coupe on the move. I'm whipping it be like a slave.
Famous hoe, you lying fucking capping bitch. I see through the glove. I see through. You paying with snow like all off. I serve it to him by the way. My nigga inside the county jail. He the nigga with a trade.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, nah, I'm gonna just be an old hating ass nigga right now. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, this is how far this shit has fallen, yo. This is what they calling this the underground. This no, I wouldn't even call it. You might be disrespecting Chief Keef by saying that. Like, Chief Keef sounds like Shakespeare compared to these niggas. You would get jumped back in the days if you had the audacity to start rapping like that around rappers. Like, this is Tourette syndrome rap. Yes, this is Tourette syndrome rap. Let me see again. What am I? Let me see. I'm a pop school old head, and I used to be an unk. Well, goddamn it. Well, goddamn it. I feel bad for the YNs. The fuck? What are they listening to? Huh? What are they listening to? You cannot have a conversation. You can't sit around and talk about making money. You can't sit around talking about helping the world. You can't sit around. The next conversation after listening to this won't be, yo, you want to get a smoothie? Yo, you want to plant a flower? Like, did you hear the frequencies of the music that I was playing? That's lower than 440, my niggas. This is the wave right now. This is the wave right now. This is what the 17 and under are listening to. This is called the underground. Remember what the underground used to be? Backpack niggas? Remember the underground used to be backpack niggas? That's not, no. This is the new underground. Do you know what I'm saying? So when we see these stories about people getting shot in front of their mamas, when we see these stories about people getting chopped up and get put in bags and whatnot, I've never seen so many dismemberments in my life, and I've been around for a minute. People are being beheaded, they being dismembered. There was a case in New York where a lady she chopped her soup, she chopped the fucking the landlord up and put the nigga under her bed. Like, I'm not even going to get into the amount of heinous shit that I'm seeing. Demons are walking the fucking planet. There's some portals. I think CERN did it. Some portals that opened up in 2020 around that time. And this bitch has been taken over by some fucking entities, some demons, some malefic forces. The fucking aliens that was in the mall in Miami, them niggas jumped into people. This is like the Fallen, my nigga. This is like the Fallen. We've been invaded, y'all. You feel me? It's some new entities on this planet. This ain't even clone technology. This is some other shit. Protect your motherfucking peace. And burning sage ain't gonna do it, nigga. It's beyond sage at this point. It's beyond a smudge. It's beyond a smudge and some garlic, my niggas. It's beyond the smudge and some garlic. It's just gotten to a new level. We fighting some new devils. That's a fact. We fighting some new devils. You know? Yeah, they smoking the sage. You try to sage a nigga, he might smoke that, he might roll that up. We on a new level, fighting a new devil. You feel me? I'ma just have to be an old hating ass nigga, Schoolie Red. I'ma just have to be a old ass hating nigga. Put me in my rocking chair. Put me in my rocket chair. I'm giving this shit up. I'm giving this up. I can't be a part of this culture. I can't be a part of it. I'm down with Ampiano, nigga. I'm gonna turn into an Ampiano artist. I'm studying the beats right now. You feel me? I'm studying the beats right. Yeah, I'm Elliot Wilson. I got a old turkey face. What Cameron said? Your face, you look like you sweat duck sauce, nigga. I'll sweat duck sauce. You know what I'm saying? I got an old jerk turkey. I look like a jerk turkey hero, nigga. That's I sweat duck sauce. I'm an old head. Say what you gotta say. Say what you got to say. Just keep on saying it. That's all I'm saying, nigga. Don't stop saying it, nigga. I want people to be very clear that I am not these niggas. I want people to understand I'm not like these niggas. I don't want to be in the same room as these bro. Don't even send me these kids until they get an exorcism. You feel me? Don't even send me these niggas until they get an exorcism. They need more than Jesus in their life. What the fuck did we just hear? And I made sure to show you a few of them because I'm watching it. You know, I'm like, all right, maybe there's a diamond in the rough. There was a cubic zirconia in the rough, but it wasn't there was some moissanite in the fucking in the cut, but it wasn't a diamond. It wasn't a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no wonder Andre's blowing on the flute, nigga. It wasn't a diamond. It was a CZ in the cut. You know? So I'm like, yo, we got to do this channel immediately. We have to find new artists. We got to create a new lane. We have to create a new sound. We got to find some new superstars. We just have to at this point. This is one of my life's mission at this point. I don't even want to take up no room. I might hang up the microphone. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I just want to be an executive. I want to just play my role. You feel me? If I got to dust off, the motherfucking, if I got to dust off the Pumas and hop in the booth, maybe. But I'm looking for the next, I'm looking for a cure. We need a cure. You know what I mean? We need somebody that's the antithesis to this shit right here. This shit right here, this ain't it. This is not it. You know what I mean? This ain't it, bro. Real talk. This is not it, bro. So that leads me to my next situation. And this one right here is interesting. Check this out.
Right. And that was, I said.
So, as you may know or may not know, the internet went crazy this rising. And Snoop Doggy Dogg, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy decided that they wanted to open up for Donald Trump because the festivities have started for Donald J. Trump to do his thing, to pop his shit, to do his thuggizzle on Monday, right? Which happens to be MLK Day. And it wouldn't be disheartening and it wouldn't raise so many quote unquote alarms. Yeah. If all three of these people wasn't talking shit about Donald Trump before. Like, if Kanye West popped out and was at the thing, then nobody really could say nothing because Kanye West had wore the hat. You know what I mean? Kanye West was literally like, yo, Trump is going to be my running mate. I fucks with Trump. He was like one of the first people and he got fish fried for that, right? He got fish fried for that. Yeah. Shout out to D1. Shout out to Free Soul. Shout out to what's the name? AJ McQueen. You know, there's people out there. Don't get it fucked up. There's people out there. We just got to react to their music. We have to put them on the channel to make y'all aware of them. You feel me? So we got to be proactive to pushing a new lane, because the lane that they have out, the streamers are reacting to bullshit music. The music reactors, there's a few people that got good music that they react to, but the majority of that shit is trash. You feel me? The majority of that shit is white noise and whatnot. All of them drop down microphone performances, 89.9% of that shit is hot garbage. You feel me? For real. It's trash. You know what I mean? We live in a day and age where there is no more A&Rs. It's just, and like I said, going down the Dipset rabbit hole, it really showed me some things that I had forgotten about. You know, it showed me some things that I had forgotten about. You know, yeah, Little Baby is mad at the Cassinet review. Yeah, I saw that. You know, so they calling out, yeah, the Trump coin is going crazy. So this was the Trump crypto party. Now, this is the thing. People became millionaires overnight last night when Trump released the coin. I bet you none of these rappers bought the coin, because you know rappers are arrogant. You know Soulja Boy is a fucking arrogant nigga. They didn't pay them in crypto, because if they paid them in crypto, they would have been on live right now telling everybody the SMD, and they would have been showing how much money that they made while they were quote unquote performing, right? They didn't do none of that. You didn't see Rick Ross brag about him being, oh, I made 30 million last night because Donald Trump's meme coin went sky high while we were sleeping. This shit happened in 24 hours. He made thousands of people. Those white people in the audience got rich. Them niggas that was on stage performing did not. Okay? They paid them with Hennessy. Okay? They paid them niggas in Hennessy and buckets of chicken. Okay? So let's check it out. Let's see what's going on with these niggas that we call the rappers. And why we got to leave this shit alone. This is a poor man's game.
Bruh, and real street niggas and young kids like me and young generation, we looking at you like you goofy, bruh. You up here supporting Trump and shit, bruh. You supporting Trump, bruh. What the fuck wrong with you, bruh? That shit not right.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. We ain't voting for your punk ass. Go get you a new hairdo, bitch ass nigga.
You said, I'm happy that Donald Trump became president because we have to destroy it to elevate it.
Right. And I said that basically just based on the people who believe somebody with the lack of experience could take over the modern world. I spoke on Donald Trump another time on an album called Black Dollar, and he had my album pulled from Walmart, pulled off the shelves. I said, wow, homie got time to do this?
Fuck is going on with Donald Trump?
I haven't been keeping up with that donkey.
Bow down when I come to your town. Bow down.
Chill. I'm not performing. I am in Washington, D.C. right now, but I'm not performing.
I love white people, but I don't like Donald Trump. The devil don't never give it to you in the intro. The devil gonna take his time with you. He gonna milk you in. Then he gonna flash on you. Nigga, you didn't know I was him? Got this nigga out the White House and put some more white shit back up in here the way the shit was supposed to be. I tell him straight up, motherfuckers, if you like that nigga, you motherfucking racist. Fuck you and fuck him. Kanye too, nigga. Don't forget about him too. Fuck you too.
Ghetto gospel. Oh yeah.
Ghetto gospel, bro. And real street niggas and young kids like me and young generation, we looking at you like you goofy, bro. You up here supporting Trump and shit, bro.
So what happened? Like I said a minute ago, I wouldn't really have nothing to say if it was niggas. It was like, yo, I'm trumped up from the gate, right? I wouldn't have nothing to say if Rick Ross wasn't a nigga hating on crypto for the longest, right? This making other men. He wasn't against selling crack though. He wasn't telling you niggas. Rick Ross is headlining the bill for motherfucking Big Meech coming home concert. So he's about to get on stage in a few weeks and tell all of the dope dealers in the world, yeah, start selling birds again. You know what I mean? The streets is back, right? But Rick Ross was hating on crypto, but that's a crypto ball that they was at. Donald Trump literally used those rappers to launch a fucking coin, my niggas. That was an inauguration ball for Donald Trump's crypto coin. And Rick Ross was up there dancing like a fucking porch monkey to help push Donald Trump's crypto coin, and he didn't even get a fucking coin. He didn't get a coin because if I promise you, the coin is the most highest growing coin in history, right? It's niggas that put $1,000 on that coin, and they at 100 right now. You understand what I'm saying? It's dudes that put 10 bands. If you put 10 bands on the Donald Trump meme coin, you at what? You might be at a few million right now. You know they would have been talking about that shit. You know they would have been dropping their nuts and been talking about that. Okay? You know they would have dropped their nuts and they would have been like, yo, I'm chilling. What about you? Go get your Trump coin. They didn't even get paid in Trump coins. You know how you know when you airdrop a nigga 10,000 coins for doing something, they didn't even get that. So it's like, what happened that made y'all pro-Trumpers to the point where you just had to be at the inauguration? This is the equivalent of Meg the fucking Stallion at Kamala Harris's pop out. And why the fuck do you think white people are listening to Rick Ross talking about he's Big Meech or any other songs that he like? If you seen the crowd, let's see the crowd. The crowd is looking at these niggas like, why are y'all here? Like what? And what's going on with Donald Trump bringing these niggas out? I don't get it. But let me see. Donald Trump inauguration. You know, it's one thing to say what you're saying, and it's another thing to just be like for sale. And when you for sale, nobody respects you. Nobody respects a nigga for sale. You know what I mean? Nobody respect you. You don't stand for nothing. Nobody respects a whore, and hip hop is whole culture. So these dudes are literally for sale, bro. This is a whole culture. So in a whole culture, everybody got a price. You know what I mean? Everybody got a price. And it's disgusting to see.
Perform at the crypto ball celebrating Trump's inauguration.
You hear them say it's a crypto ball, right? Let's go.
Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, and Soulja Boy perform at the crypto ball celebrating Trump's inauguration.
Nah, chill. I'm not performing. I am in Washington, D.C. right now, but I'm not performing. It's a private vibe I'm doing with my brother Snoop Dogg.
You better enjoy the pool and claim someone else's. Get out the pool. It matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Y'all are in for a very interesting 4 years. I'm trying to tell you.
Man, you playing the win tonight, man. You sharp as mosquitoes, nigga. What's going down? That's that crypto, see? They let a real crip up in the crypto ball. Why is this so stupid? Bang, bang. Hard, rip it real hard.
Like, nigga, this is not your room, bro. Look at the white folk. They're like, what the fuck?
You know you're gonna make the most money this year. Let me hear you say, huh? Let's go.
Okay. He's doing BMF at the Trump crypto ball, y'all.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I wonder if he did We Don't Love These Hoes in front of these white folk. Yo, my niggas, we doomed. We doomed. There's no other way to say it. No, my niggas. Niggas is doomed. You understand? You can't read the room. We doomed. You know, if this is if these are the people representing us, if this is our representatives, we cooked, my nigga. Fish fried, done. Finitos. Cooked. And then they're gonna bring out the young mumble rappers that I was just showing you and whatnot. That's gonna be the opening to the next concert. The little niggas that was mumbling. We cooked. Cooked. You know, cooked. So it's you know, I gotta process this shit. You know what I mean? I gotta process this shit. You know, this shit needs processing. You feel me? This needs processing because this shit is egregious. My spirit is completely like I'm getting like hives and whatnot in my spirit. Yeah, exactly. You know how somebody says certain there's like a win-win and then there's a WL. This is a LL. This is not a win-win. This is a LL. Nobody won in that situation. Trump and them niggas didn't win. Them good white folk in the audience, they didn't win. The niggas on stage didn't win. They didn't get paid in no crypto, so they really didn't win. It's a LL. It's Todd James, my nigga. Or Todd Smith. Yeah, it's LL, no Cool J. Like, what? In 2025, y'all have the audacity? Did he say, pick all of the niggas out that talk shit about me and make them an offer that they can't refuse? Send them a motherfucking clip of a Diddy tape. You know what I mean? Because they say there's 9 Diddy tapes. I read a report the other day where Diddy's trial or his lawyers try to file a motion and they were like, yo, we watched 9 tapes with Cassie in it and she was enjoying herself, right? So there's 9 tapes floating around that the defense saw, right? So if they saw the tapes, you know Donald Trump and these niggas have seen the tape. Them tapes been floating around. So they sending niggas snippets of these Diddy tapes and they like, fam, come and perform for a bucket of chicken, nigga. We not even paying for the flight. we're not paying for flights or shelter, no board. No, it's not only 9 tapes. There's 9 tapes that the defense are talking about. There's more tapes than that, but there's a big 9. Remember, I told y'all in 2025 that the tapes are gonna leak. This is the year that you niggas are gonna see your favorite artists in some very uncompromising positions, right? This is a 9-year, so there's 9 tapes. Let's go to the motherfucking tapes. Let's go and see what's going on. Because one thing about me, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Y'all let people get on YouTube and just be saying shit, and y'all never ask them, yo, show me what you're talking about. You know, I'm gonna at least show you the article, you know, but there's 9 freak off tapes. You know, there's 9 freak off tapes. And one thing I know about the media and people that got money, once they hear about some shit, they know how to get to it. You know what I mean? So this is the tapes that they're talking about. This is the other day, 114, which was 4 days ago. Diddy says the freak off tapes that the government is trying to use against him proves that he was innocent. According to the new legal docs, Diddy's defense team said that they've seen the 9 so-called freak off videos the feds are making a big stink about, but the attorneys say the content on the tapes amount to private sexual activity between fully consenting adults in a long-term relationship. Salaciousness. So yeah, there's 9 tapes. There's 9 tapes. So I think Snoop might be in the tape. Rick Ross might be in the tape. All them niggas that was in LA. You know what I mean? They in them tapes. They in them tapes. So I don't know about the whole legal part of what the defense is saying, because I'm not on this fucking defense team. I know that, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I know that that's what they're saying. They're saying that the shit was consensual. I'm not a lawyer. Let them take that up. I don't get paid by the hour. Let them take that up. You know what I mean? I'm not fighting nobody's case. I'm gonna let them deal with that. I'm just sharing that that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? They got tape energy, right? Them niggas is on stage with that tape energy. I don't know which. I know what I was looking at. They giving tape energy. Snoop didn't look like he was happy. Yeah, Snoop was getting his hair braided by Diddy while Lord God. You know. So that takes me to the next story, which I'm sure everybody has heard about. This was the talk of the town for the whole week. And you know, any Drake fans in the audience? No, any Drake stans in the audience? Because I'm just saying, like, first of all, y'all owe Kanye West an apology. All of you Drake stans, I would love to be a fly on the wall. I would pay money to, like, why don't y'all be live streaming? All of the Drake fans. Y'all should get on some Castanet shit and have a subathon. I would pay money to be inside of a Drake fan's house for like a week when y'all going through all of y'all you know, y'all trauma that this nigga's putting y'all through. Go over to Maul's house. Like, Drake fans, y'all need some vitamins. What is this? This is from Rizza Islam, intellectual power. Y'all need some pills. Y'all niggas need some elderberry. Where the Drake fans at? Why y'all so quiet these days? You know what I'm saying? There was a Drake echo chamber for years. And so many people who used to be the biggest Drake fans with the OVO neck tats, like, where are y'all at? I'm looking for y'all. I watched the streamers turn into neutral niggas overnight. They used to be glazing Drake, hard body. You know what I mean? Now they acting like they never heard a Drake song. Niggas is contacting Spotify and telling them, don't put out the play, don't put out my minutes, please. They sending out cease and disorders on the Spotify minutes. They don't want niggas to know that they was listening to Drake for 8 years. Like, where y'all at? Niggas have erased their YouTube history. Where are y'all at? Because I want to talk to y'all. I want to talk to you. I know it's been a rough year. Where's Aubrey's Angels? God damn it. Come forward. Be counted. God damn it. I mean, the switch up is real. I've never seen niggas switch up this crazy in life. But it's all good, man. We will not judge. You know what I'm saying? We listen and we don't judge type shit. You know what I mean? We listen and we don't judge. Continue reading. What the fuck? What is this? Let's read about this lawsuit, guys. Let's read about this lawsuit. Now, this lawsuit is interesting. This lawsuit is interesting. This lawsuit is 81 pages, in case you don't know. Okay? And once again, the gooish media, who a lot of our people get our news from, they're always fucking lying. Like, I have such a level of resentment to these people who be hiding the truth, and they sensationalize the most trivial shit. They don't get to the meat of any type of stories, and by doing that, a lot of people miss out on the important parts of these news stories, and they always lead with yellow journalism, with the sensational shit. So the biggest thing that came out of this lawsuit that everybody was talking about is that he mentioned Casanet and all of the reaction channels and, you know, shit like that. They was like, oh, he was talking about Kai. He was talking about that he named this person. He's trying to sue people that are reacting to his videos. And I'm like, think about it. The lawsuit is 81 pages. He has to be talking about something else other than Lou, B. Lou, and Zai and fucking Kai and all of these other people. There's something else inside that lawsuit that they don't want you to know about. And the biggest thing in the lawsuit that they're not talking about is inside of the lawsuit, he's speaking about Kendrick tried to weaponize anti-Semitism, right? Now, if you let Blue Pill tell it, he's going to be like, this is what I've been saying for the longest. But, you know, I remember clearly when the whole war started and we was on it, we both collectively spoke about Kendrick, you know, who was a Hebrew Israelite, saying, okay, the hater misses nothing. Shout out to the Star Report in the building. Did you talk about that, Star? The aspect of the the aspect of what he's going in with this whole anti-Jewish shit? Because that should be the leading story in this whole situation with the lawsuit. The fact that he's saying that they're weaponizing this anti-Jewish shit, and he's speaking in code to the powers that be, whether it's UMG, the lawyers, or the media, or everybody else who happens to be of that same ethnicity and whatnot. And he's saying, hello, this the us and they not like us is us. You know what I mean? And y'all motherfuckers put money behind somebody who's being anti-Semitic, even though there's literally nothing in any song that he put out, right, where he's attacking this man for his quote unquote ethnicity. He didn't go there. He didn't have to go there. He bodied the nigga without even having to go nuclear, because that is the proverbial DEFCON 3. That's Kendrick falling on the sword and whatnot, because if he was to go nuclear, he basically would it's almost like a Scorpio getting backed into a corner and destroying itself. He didn't have to do that because he was able to destroy him, you know, with whatever he threw at him, right? But yes, this is a motherfucking dog whistle. Okay, this is the dog whistle of all dog whistles, and they're not talking about it. So let me read this article and we'll go over what they are talking about, because it's a lot of claims inside of this lawsuit. The nigga went full Karen, you know what I'm talking about? And I don't think that he could ever bounce back from that. However, he did set a precedence that I want to speak of before I even get into this, that if this is the case, if this is how they are moving in 2025, then let's push FBG Duck's mother's lawsuit to the front of the quote unquote, let's put her lawsuit in the front. Let's talk about the fact that she sued Little Durk and she sued the record labels because they're profiting off of the fact that the drill rappers have been making millions of dollars, right? And they've been traumatizing families, and they've been quote unquote perpetuating black on black violence and warfare, and the labels knew about this. These are billion-dollar entities that have shareholders, and everybody is liable because they were out here signing artists who literally had war. They were at war with each other on labels. So Elliot Grange, Lucian Grange, you know what I'm saying? Elliot Grange with the Tekashi shit, right? You could go back and retroactively sue that label for the shit that they were perpetuating with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Every single time he made fun of a dead rapper, every single time he was perpetuating some type of violence and whatnot. All of these things should be federally indicted. We need to flood it with lawsuits. Like I said, I'm using ChatGPT for my lawsuits. I don't even need no Jewish lawyer no more. I'm going to motherfucking, I'm going to Gemini, nigga, to draw up a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? You could put this lawsuit in the AI and just talk to it and be like, yo, let's do this against drill rap. Let's do this against drill rap. You feel me? Tie them up in court. You know what I'm saying? Throw some shit at the wall and see what's going to stick. Since Aubrey wants to play dirty, let's all play dirty then, because he's setting a precedence. And that lawsuit is more honorable than this lawsuit. Okay? So Empire Records, with all of your dead rappers and whatnot, there's some lawsuits out there waiting to be written up on them. UMG, there's some lawsuits. Atlantic, there's some lawsuits. Okay? That's what I'm with. Tuka's mama, you know what I mean? Where's her lawsuit at? Y'all was bankrolling these artists to the tunes of millions of dollars. I saw a video with a drill rapper. He said, I think it was YBC Duel, right? YBC Duel was like, yo, every time I diss a nigga, Distro Kid pays me an extra few $1,000s. He was like, every time I diss a dead rapper, I could go on my bank account and there's more money in there waiting for me. I get a bonus. Let's cook these niggas. The wildest accusations in Drake's 81-page defamation lawsuit against UMG. Hey, Glow. All right, Drake took legal action against UMG to the next level when he sued the music giant for defamation and harassment over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us in federal court on Wednesday. The allegations. Drake's lawsuit claims Not Like Us was released to convey the specific, unmistakable, and false factual allegation that Drake is a criminal PDF, and to suggest that the public should resort to vigilante justice in response. The shooting that took place outside his home on May 7th, 3 days after the release of Not Like Us, was a direct reaction to the song. As a result of the shooting, Drake decided to pull his son out of school in Toronto and later arranged for the child and Drake's mother to leave the city. UMG propped up Not Like Us for financial gain for its executives. The move was also done to maximize Kendrick Lamar's sales and devalue Drake in order to gain leverage and force Drake to sign a new deal on terms more favorable to UMG. UMG removed copyright restrictions for Not Like Us on YouTube and Twitch, allowing third parties to spread the song to large audiences. Kai Cenat, No Life Shack, RDC Gaming, Dice, and Cartier Family are named in the suit as streamers who took full advantage of the lifted restrictions. Well, shit, them niggas tagged, they strike my video. Who? Shit, I didn't get no privilege. You know what I'm talking about? Drake confronted UMG about its role in promoting false PDF accusations, which resulted in violent threats, reputational, financial damage, and more. But they continue to republish and promote the song. I, XXXTentacion's mama needs to sue Drake then. If that's the case, if he's using that type of logic, after XXXTentacion tweeted, if anything happens to me, it was Drake, and he gets killed right after that. And then there's the lyrics where Drake is talking all of that shit about X, you know, he was talking greasy afterwards. Get his ass, sue him. You know what I'm saying? Sue his ass. UMG used its ownership interest in Vivo to disproportionately boost the visibility of the Not Like Us video. UMG CEO Lucien Grange played a key role in the initial publication of Not Like Us video, either in directing or approving the publication or failing to prevent its. What do you mean directing? Did he? This nigga directed the video? Lucien is the director? Like, what is he talking about? UMG also granted licenses for Not Like Us to be played at sporting events, award shows, and political rallies. He's coming after Kamala. UMG used third parties and bots to artificially inflate Not Like Us. UMG offered undisclosed financial incentives to promote Not Like Us. These deceptions ultimately did harm to Drake's reputation and financial status. Once again, like I'm saying about the media and how they can't be trusted to give you everything, they did not mention anything about anti-Semitism in all of those points. Why is that? That's very important. Why did they miss? Oh, why the fuck did they gloss over that? And they gave you about 10 bullet points, but they will not mention anything about the anti-Semitism. You know? Yeah, Drake is his mother's child. You know his mother drew this up. You know what I'm talking about? It sounds like some shit that his mama had. That's why it was so long to come out. His mama was working on that shit for months. This nigga's late response is crazy, though. How you gonna drop a lawsuit talking all of that shit 8 months later? My nigga, we done forgot about the song, literally. You know what I'm talking about? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, my nigga, you are late to the... Your argument is wild late. This shit would have made sense a week after the video dropped because the song dropped and then the video came out months later and then the nigga dropped the lawsuit 8 months after that. We're literally in a new year. Nigga, it was 2024. We're in 25, nigga. We got to worry about drones. There's fires in LA. It's a whole lot of shit going on, and you want to rehash some shit like this. So your goat, you know what I mean? Your motherfucking goat is beyond curried. You know what I'm saying? That nigga was curried a while ago. What type of goat is this? At this point in the game, what type of goat is this? He's beyond curried goat with some oxtail gravy on it. What type of goat is this? Is this sweet and sour goat? Your man's in them. Yeah, your man. What type of goat is this? And after he gets dropped from the label, where is he going? Like, who's going to sign him? Yeah, your goat. He's not a Billy goat. You seen him hugging Curry the other day, right? He was hugging Curry because the goat is curried, nigga. The goat is curried. He had to go see Curry, nigga. He know what's going on. What? Yeah, the goat got fricassee, nigga. This goat is at Brooklyn Chop Shop. This is some different type of goat. This is like Kobe goat, nigga. This is Kobe goat. This is like a I don't know what to say. I don't know. This is a goat and duck sauce. This is a goat and duck sauce. Elliot Wilson squeezed the duck sauce from his face and put it on a goat, nigga. This is sweet and sour duck. This is a sweet and sour goat, nigga. You feel me? He's sweet and he also getting sour about the song. So he's a sweet and sour goat. You know? Yeah, hold this L. This is a wagyu goat, nigga. Hold this fucking L, homie. You know what I'm talking about? Like, hold this L. Who is he gonna sign with? Nickelodeon? Like, who's gonna bankroll this nigga's career? Because he can't go independent and become a SoundCloud rapper. He can't go independent. Spotify is not even gonna carry the nigga. He gotta go direct to customer. He gotta use mini chat and send links to niggas DMs. Like he's gonna have to send links to niggas DM, really direct to customer. Like, yo, if you want to buy my shit, just put a comment in the leave a comment Drake, and go directly direct, because nobody's fucking with him. Nobody's fucking with him. You know what I mean? He's gonna be on evenbiz.com. That part. You know what I'm talking about? He's gonna be on evenbiz.com because he can't go nowhere else. He done boxed himself out. You feel me? Nigga, he made the super love. Me and Rich was talking about this. He made the halftime show. The shit didn't even come out already. It's gonna be the most watched halftime show in history. He did that. He did that. He did that. He caused that on himself. He's going to make the halftime show the most watched halftime show in nigga history, just for being a fuck nigga. Oh, excuse my language. Excuse me, liar. You know what I mean? For being an F-boy, he did that to himself. You know what I'm saying? And there's rumors that he dropped a lawsuit around this time to make the court stop Kendrick from doing They Not Like Us. Well, we got turn your TV off, nigga. We don't need They Not Like Us. We got turn your TV off. The minute he say mustard, we know what it is. Yeah, he's a gambler. He's a streamer now. He's a streamer. I don't even think Playboy, Blackboy Max will even fuck with him. He won't even do a song with him at this point. He's so cooked. He can't come around Castanet. So why didn't he put the white streamers? Why didn't he put Aiden Ross, Jack Doherty? Why didn't he put none of the white streamers in his lawsuit? Think about that. Why all of the brothers got to be in the lawsuit? And he's not suing them. He just got them in the paperwork. You know what I mean? That's some free promotion, but god damn it. Nobody asked for that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody asked for that. So if any of you niggas, I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it. We're gonna play lawsuit games. Let's play the lawsuit games. You feel me? If you want to play dirty lawsuit games, let's sue him for indecent exposure. You know what I mean? Sue this nigga for indecent exposure. If you want to play lawsuit games, Aubrey, let's play then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's play then. I want the mansion. You know what I'm talking about? I want the mansion. I want the mansion, nigga. I want the marble floors. I want the floors, nigga. That part. You know, let's play these games. Let's play the lawsuit games. You know what I mean? I got ChatGPT pro bono. Yeah, he's not Drake no more. He sits down. He's definitely wheelchair Jimmy. Your superpowers are being neutralized. Then we tell you that your goat was dying. Then we just tell you that we tried to warn you about a year ago. Yeah, you want that Pac ring. You know what I'm saying? I want the shit that was spinning. I want the G unit. I want the Pharrell chain, and I want the house. You know, I want the house. So it is what it is. All of the goats is being curried. You know what I'm saying? Symbolically, because look at hip hop. Hip hop is dead. You know, Kendrick said, "Watch the party die," but literally sit back and just think about it. Hip hop is not what it was a year ago. Look at where hip hop was 2 years ago, and look at it right now. It literally is a cyber truck with 4 flats on the side of the motherfucking highway. It has the superpowers of hip hop has been neutralized. Fuck Drake. Drake was in the driver's seat. Drake was sitting in if this was Game of Thrones, Drake was motherfucking Cersei Lannister, nigga, or whatever her name was. Or he was the Dragon Queen, and he got beheaded and whatnot. You cut the head of the snake and you watch the body die. The culture is dying before your very own eyes. I just played you the top underground niggas. Is it not dying? The streamers got more motion than the hip hop niggas. I told you this last year, and it literally played out before your very own eyes with Fabio Foreign and Little TJ, and they showed you that the whole game is cooked. The streamers got better wave than them. They got bigger bags, and they got a more the streamers. They went after the niggas went after a Black Boy Max, and they shut the rappers down to the point where the rappers got to make songs to try to get them. They never had this much attention on them in a minute. Did I not tell you? Did we not give you the little forewarning that the streamers were the new rappers? When I'm out of town, I'll be on. The game is dead. That's why I had to go down a Dipset rabbit hole to remember what the shit felt like. I was about to apologize to Jimmy, my nigga, because God damn it, that was a time, nigga. What? Nigga, look, that was a time. Volume 2, Diplomats, K-Slade. That was a time, nigga. This is a fucking movement. Come on now. He was cooking Nas in Volume 2. Oh my goodness. Nobody niggas got amnesia. So many choices. Cameron was destroying Nas. Oh Lord. And Nas never said nothing. I do need Cameron to apologize to Nas. That I need him to bring Nas on the show and bury the racket. This was the illest mixtape ever. Fuck all of that 50 Cent shit. They copied the blueprint. This was the illest mixtape ever. In mixtape history, this needs to go in a mixtape museum. One of you niggas need to build a mixtape museum. You feel me? One of you niggas need to build a mixtape museum with all of your Trump coin money type shit. It could be a Temu museum. It could be a Temu museum. It don't matter. We need a mixtape museum. This shit right here, Dipset Volume 2, when Cam was on the cover from the paid in full photo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. You can't, nothing is giving me that type of feeling in hip-hop right now. Nothing. Koofy smacking niggas. Nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. Not a thing. Yeah, I remember when DJ Drama got hit. That was the end of the mixtape era. That was the symbolic end of it. The feds smashed them. They was making too much money. Lior and them sent the feds on them. That was the top gooish people at the labels. They was like, yeah, enough is enough. Shut that down. Shut that down. We own these rappers on some Drake shit. We own these rappers. Like how you see the major rappers uploading their new music to Instagram, and they're bypassing Spotify and they're going straight to customer and whatnot. That is infuriating the masters that own the masters. They're like, yo, y'all not gonna keep doing this shit. We need our fucking kickback. They get kickback from Spotify for putting that music through Spotify. And there's literally, you're seeing the artists are pushing back. That's like their silent protest and whatnot. Diplomatic immunity. Well, I don't see the album. I ain't talking about the album. The album is one thing. The mixtape was a whole nother thing. The album came later. This shit, like how you had Wheezy mixtapes, right? The Wheezy mixtapes is not like the Wheezy albums. This is a whole nother energy. The mixtapes were back in those days. The album was like, the album is like, it's like the parent. The mixtape is the fucking rowdy kid type shit. If you could understand what I'm saying, like you could talk about anything on a mixtape. The mixtapes were unfettered. You know what I mean? It didn't have no muzzle on it. You feel me? It didn't have no muzzle on it. Albums have a muzzle on it. They go through certain type of checkpoints. It goes through filters. You feel me? You got to get clearances. You can't say certain things. They be blocking out shit. The mixtapes was just raw, bro. It was unfettered. That's what I like. The mixtape was unstepped on. It was that raw. You know what I'm saying? You bought it off the fucking street. It still had the smell of the sidewalk on it. It had little gravel on it. If you bought a mixtape off of 2/5, it still had little sidewalk gravel on it. When you got home, you made it a weed plate. Like the mixtapes, the covers and everything. You can't duplicate that. You can't duplicate that. I used to buy my mixtape. If that shit was on a carpet, I was like, nah, put that on a concrete. Yeah, give me 5. Let me get 2 for 5. Yeah, let me get that. You know? Shit had gravel on it. You know? Like shit. So that's what I was into. I grew up around, that's my era. You know? And I ain't talking about the mixtapes. I don't know when mixtapes got on the internet, like that Piff was like, maybe, but nah. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. You know what I mean? It wasn't the same. I wanted my shit to be a CD, nigga. You feel me? I want to wipe the CD down and insert it. I like to insert things. You know what I'm saying? I like that whole feeling of hearing that bitch load up. You know what I mean? That type of shit. And before that, the real mixtape where it was a tape. You know? That type. Yeah. You have to go see the Africans, nigga. And inside the store, get a chopped cheese and a mixtape type shit. I needed that. You know? That I'm come from that era. So, you know, if I could only bring out back in the time machine, I would. It was different. It was a different energy. This shit is homogenized. This world that we live in right now. This shit is AI, bro. You know what I mean? This shit is AI. This is not real. I promise you. This is a fucking simulation, bro. You know what I mean? This is not it. Take me back to baggy jeans, nigga. Take me back to flat tops or something. I don't know. Take me back to the do-rag era. Because this shit right here, this ain't it, bro. Yeah, the mixtapes was like an all-star game. You didn't know what you was about to hear. It was the element of surprise and just hearing some new shit, you know? But then the Dipset mixtape, this was the first time that a whole artist was doing it was just all these artists on one tape. Cameron, Dipset was the first ones to do that, and then 50 followed suit. You know what I mean? 50 copied he copied that blueprint. But DJ K Slade, volume 1 and 2 and 3, Diplomats, classic. It's on YouTube Music. Classic. Before Gangsta Grills. Shout out to before Gangsta Grills. And then let's not even talk about the Clue tapes. Summertime Shootout, Cluminati, and all of that. Classic shit, bro. Bro, let me tell you. But anyway, tonight we'll be on Black Magic 363. That's in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Who remembers C Gutter, right? And he had an artist named Amin Ra in Illinois, right? That was my shit. We talking 2003, 2002. C Gutter out of DC. He had an artist who spit conscious street shit named Amin Ra and another brother named Illinois. That was my shit, bro. People forgot about that wave. That was that they had me wide open when I used to listen to them things. Yeah, Clue is legend. Clue is legend. But yeah, man, thank you everybody for your time and thank you for your energy and whatnot. You know, yeah, Max B, of course. Hit up, buy me a coffee to show the channel some love, of course. You know what I'm talking about? And to claim the Facts remix song that's over there. And there's also a bunch of other stuff over there on Buy Me a Coffee. I got a store over there. You could get physical items, digital items, lectures, and all of that on Buy Me a Coffee. That part. So you need another Miss Brown class. I'm going to bring back Miss Brown and I'm going to bring back the good brother Leon. We're going to keep cooking and whatnot. We just getting started. Shout out to Blue Pill. So peace, love, and light, y'all. Y'all stay dangerous and whatnot, and we will catch up with you. All right?
Red, blue, purple light. Red, blue, purple light. Facts. can get to know the legend. My love, just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I opened my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah, we gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts, we in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, peace, love and light, peace, love. To the family, peace, love, and light. To the family, peace, love, and light. To the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.